All right, Malibu. Hi, Arlene. Arlene, Denise loved all the stuff you've sent her. She used a whole bunch of that in her in her scavenger journal. Yeah, she wanted up here so bad, but she likes to lay right here. And then I don't have any room to work. So I said, well, maybe if I put a little bed over there for her, she'd lay over there. Hi, Terry. Terry, I took a picture of your, in case I couldn't get on Instagram and here. Hi, Fortnite. I took a picture of your prompt piece so I can show it because sometimes I can't get on what do you call it? All right, what's going on here? Hang on, here we go. So I'll show it again in a little while, but I took a picture of your it was so good, Terry. Hi, Missy, Pamela, CB, Janet, good morning. Let's see, Annette. Thanks everybody for being here. I thought because I don't really do my mixed media March 25 pieces from this art journal. I don't usually do them on stream because, well, I have to do one every day and I don't stream every day. So I thought I'd do today's. It's dark over here. I would do it on stream today. Let's see. Deborah Harthouse. I had to do a lot of painting on that one. I was quite pleased with myself. Well, it looks awesome. I'm going to show it when more people come in. Yeah, I'm a couple minutes early. Jana said she didn't want to clean the bathrooms this morning, so I came in early and made the coffee. Hi, Debbie. I mailed out your napkins yesterday. I mailed out all the happy mail. All the happy mail got mailed out yesterday. Yeah, I don't know why it's so dark over on this side. I have a light right here. I have a big ring light right there. Maybe if I move it over a little, let's see. Does that help any? I don't know. Yeah, that did a little. Right? Hi, Barbara, Chicken Pot Pie Society. Zinjin. You're so funny, Janet. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed having Denise. I'll zoom in when I start to work. Having Denise here on Monday. She always has so much fun. She's always so excited to stream, and she has so much fun when she's here. So thanks, guys, for putting up with us. So yeah. So hope y'all are having a good week. Got me some lemon water. I do have a banana over here. I thought I would do this. Now, this isn't going to take me 3 hours, but I think because I got a new book here. It's a new book, new pour toast book. I'm going to do a couple of small discs for giveaways. Now, that being said, this is the first time I've tried to send. Where's my little wood discs? Here we go. It'll be the first time trying to send one of these international, but I'm going to try. We'll see how it goes. I'll do it this time and we'll see how much it costs. But I thought I'd do a couple wood discs because I can put them in an envelope. That being said, if the mail people think, well, that won't bend or that's a package, I'll still send it, but it might be the last time I do that international. But we'll see. So I'm going to do a couple little discs today for giveaways. One US, one international. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Fortnite. Hi, DDSU3. DD Sue. Hi, Tina. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Hope mom's doing okay. Missy, who else am I missing? I'm scrolling. Kristen. I try to catch everybody first thing. After we start crack-a-lacking, then I do miss people. Hi, Don P. Laverne. I like to shout y'all out if you're here, first thing. So, and of course, Tina likes to say good morning to everyone. Did I say hi to Cindy? Sometimes I catch people I miss when Tina posts them. When Tina posts everybody's name. I don't know how she does that so quick. I really don't. But thank you, Tina. Let's see, Pamela B. So thanks everybody. So I'm gonna start with doing my mixed media 26, day 26. Today's Hubsters and mine anniversary. We got a new dishwasher. Woohoo! Happy anniversary. But that we wanted. That's what we wanted. And we're not ones to, we don't, you all know some years we go to the Waffle House for our anniversary, which we both love. But during the week, we don't really do anything during the week. Thank you, Debbie. Thanks, guys. So, yeah. So we gave each other a card, and we like to we'll give each other a gift card or something like that, But thanks, guys. But we got a new dishwasher this time, which is fine with both of us. So, and then this weekend, let's see, Thursday, I'm having my mulch, dirt, and some more bricks to border my garden with delivered tomorrow. And then we'll have a couple of guys come out and throw out all the dirt and the mulch and carry my bricks to the back for me, because I can't, that's a long, y'all see my backyard. It's big. I'm not hauling 100 bricks to the backyard. So I'll pay somebody to do so. And so anyway, this weekend, provide the weather's nice, which I think it's going to be, I'm going to get all my dirt, mulch, and the bricks, everything set up, and maybe do a little garden shopping. I'll probably wait till the next weekend just to make sure. I usually wait till the first weekend in April to put my garden in. Although they said if dandelions come out, then it's okay, it's safe. I don't know if that's true or not, but they say if you see dandelions out in your area, then it's safe to put out your garden. But anyway, so I usually wait till the first weekend in April to put my garden in. And really, my garden consists of 3 or 4 kinds of tomatoes, 3 or 4 kinds of peppers, and herbs. That's what I've kind of reduced my garden down to. I've done squash, I've done cucumbers, I've done, yeah, but what do we really eat? Tomatoes, peppers, and herbs. So that's what I'm putting in this year. And so yeah, of course I take pictures, and what I usually do is after I plant everything, and I keep a blackberry bush in the corner for the birds, because if they have a blackberry bush in the corner, then they leave my other stuff alone. So anyway, and so that's in my garden as well. I take pictures once a week, usually every Sunday, and post them on Instagram. If you want to see my previous year's garden pictures, I post once a week on Instagram, every year for about 6 weeks, I guess, maybe about 6 weeks. And then when it starts getting completely full and, then I stop posting the pictures because it looks the same. But like the first week, the second week, you can see the progress of the growth of all the, the progress of the vegetables and stuff. Let's see. Thank you, Pamela. Thanks, guys, for wishing us happy anniversary. Get the door. Is that what you're going to do today, Tina, or this week? Get your door resealed. The rehab for my back would be more. Yeah, I'm not carrying bricks. Yeah, no. I will line them up, and if I can just do them right there one by one, but I'm not hauling them out, even with the wheelbarrow. I'm not hauling dirt, and it's a long way from my driveway where Lowe's dumps it off to all the way to the side of the house, through the gate, back to the house. It's my yard. I don't know if I have a pic. I do have a little video, but I don't know how long ago. I think, when did I post that? I can't bring it up on Instagram right now anyway. Oh, wait, maybe I have it in my photos. Let me just look at my photos. Let me just look in photos under videos. Let's see. Maybe. Okay, let's see. People, pets, pin, memories, trips, photos. Oh, live videos. That's what I want. Videos. Let's see if I can. Oh, I think I have it here. All right, here we go. Walk out and do a little video. This is my backyard. There's my garden. Way over there. This was I think it was no, this was 2 years ago. 23. Here we go. The lettuce is humongous. The lettuce bolted. See how it bolted? Tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. And this was before I started putting herbs. Well, there was a couple herbs, but here's my broccoli, more peppers. So yeah. And there's my big blackberry bush in the corner. Looking really good. So yeah. So it's a long way back there. It's a long way back there. I'm not hauling bricks. But I need to re-surround my garden because it's based off of some railroad ties. And the railroad ties over the last 20 years have sunk and started to disintegrate. So I'm building it up with bricks. So yeah. So I'm rebuilding up the garden with bricks. Thank you guys. And so yeah. Let me go back over here. I don't know if let me see what else do I have here. And do I have the front yard? Oh, in case Zippy the unicorn's watching. Miss you, Zippy. What else do I have here? Let's see. Here's the front. There's the front of my house. My annual front of the house garden. This was last year. Here's my new in May. Planter Denise made me. She made me 2. She made me those. Denise made those for me for Mother's Day. Here, things are still growing, so I still have things coming in. Roses. Over here is the strawberry plant. Ferns in the corner. Cat in the window. There's my hostas. Let me back up here without falling down. 2 little pots of lemon trees. I grew these lemon trees. I drew those from seeds. Got 2 of those. There's our hydrangeas coming in. The hydrangeas are 22 years old, so might be time to be getting some new ones soon. So there we go. So I'm going to try to back up without tripping over something. I have 2 big tree things in the middle of the yard. So there's my house. There's my art room right there. That's my art room. Mother's Day, everyone. So that was last year at Mother's Day. So there's my yard, front yard and backyard. So yeah. Aw, thanks, Tina. Let's see, who else am I missing? Who else? Thank you, Tina. Thanks, Annette. So I guess we can get started, but before we do, let me go ahead. So we got more people here. I wanted to show Terry did the prompts, and I did it with pictures because I took a picture of it because my IG in this room just doesn't like to load. So let's go over to here. So this is taken off of Instagram, and this is Terry Brett 3, and the prompts were work boots, farm, haunted house, any transportation, and Charlotte's Web. And so here's where she did a haunted house. There's a spider there. And y'all don't have to do the prompts in any kind of order. You can just keep the prompts for years if you want. But just whenever you post them, just post whatever the 5 prompts were, right? And then there's the farm. So good. And Terry said just a minute ago that she had to do a lot of painting in this one. So that's awesome. That's awesome, Terry. So yeah, so y'all follow Terry Brett 3 on IG. And you can find me with Dee Dee Willingham, like my name here, but I'm Inky Well, INKIWELL, if you want to find me on IG. Oh, this popped up. Oh, memories pop up with little slideshows on my phone. So, yeah, isn't that nice? Right, Tina? Good job, Terry. Let's see. Kathleen, hi, Flo. Auntie Mame, hi, Auntie Mame. I saw you were here Monday, but I missed you. I mean, I saw it when I went and scrubbed through my chat. I saw, oh, Auntie Mame popped in and I missed her. So, good morning, Auntie Mame. Let's see who else. Let's see. I had 5 different pieces I had to join. Yeah, that's how we do it. That's how I won't sing, but that's how we do it. This is how how we do our mixed media collage where we paint it all together, Terry. We paint it together. Okay, guys. So today, what I plan on doing, I will go ahead and I'll show you the new book I got. Portos came out with a new one, Icons of the World. Let me go ahead and zoom in one. Let's see. I'll zoom in one, and maybe I guess that's okay, color wise. So this is Portos, one of the new ones, Icons of the World, and I'm going to use this, and I'll do a flip through my book. But you have to remember, I photograph every day with paintbrushes, and the paintbrushes are not on here. So some of them look a little bare. I'll get a paintbrush or two just to kind of show you how I kind of lay them out, when I'm photographing them. But I don't leave, of course, I don't leave the paintbrushes on the page, but I photograph them. Hi, sister. Good morning. How you doing? Good to see you. Who else am I missing? Cindy Daly. So thanks, everybody. Belinda. So this is, and I got Malibu. I showed earlier. Here, look. She wanted to lay right here. I said, well, there's no room, honey. So I put a towel down for her to lay right there. So she's happy now. Okay, so let me go ahead. Hi, Ego. It's been a while. Hope you're doing okay, Ego Brain. So this is Portos Kate Curry's newest, well, one of their newest books. And so I'm going to use the Easter Island statue today. But I just wanted y'all to see, look how cool this is. And they, it's altered. Like that's Petra, sorta, kind of. And so, yeah. But I thought it was very cool. And I love Portos books. So I know she is, right, sister? We love our Malibu. Well, I love Oliver too, but he's not one to come just lay in here. He wants to lay in the windows. He has 2 spots and 2 different windows he likes to lay in and look out and watch the birds and stuff. He's not one to come in here very often. If he does, he wants to try to get up under the table and the boxes, and I run him out. I don't want him up, digging around up under there. And Malibu doesn't do that. She doesn't go up underneath and dig around and stuff. Yeah, the passport journal, Janet. Yeah, this is what I want to use today. So let me go ahead and I'll just go ahead and tear this out. And if y'all missed it, I'm also going to do 2 discs today. I'm going to do 2 discs. And I was trying to think of because they're small. So if I let y'all pick if you win, if I do a drawing and let you pick, see, it's going to be, some things will fit and some things won't. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Hi, Riri. How you doing? Let's see. Vibrant Visions. Good morning. I don't think I've met you, Vibrant Visions. I'll have to go check out your channel later. Let me get a sip of my lemon water. So yeah, this one, and it's kind of, the colors are kind of teal, orange, red, yellow ochre, a little bit of greens, but it's kind of has the same kind of color vibe throughout. This one I'll have to do one for Samantha when she gets back from London. So, but y'all can kind of get an idea what's in here. And then there's Poor Toast and Kate Curry. So get an idea what's in here. So if I do a giveaway, maybe y'all could pick something you kind of like. We'll see. I can't guarantee we're gonna do them on this. We're gonna do them on that size. So yeah. So I am going to use this one. I'm going to do this first. I'm going to do my page. And so this is going to be, that's not going to work there. This is going to be day 26. And I will show you my pages I've done so far. But remember, there's no brushes on them. If you want to see them completed with photos of with the brushes on, go look on Instagram. I'm posting one every day. So, for instance, like this was day 1, and this had a brush right here. See, so like that. So there's brushes on all of them. This one had a brush like that, and they're different color brushes. I tried to kind of coordinate. This one I think had 3 brushes. So so they all have brushes on them, but I'm not going to obviously leave brushes stuck on here. But just so y'all can kind of see, this one I think had one here. So that's day 4, day 5. So the requirements for the MixedMediaMarch25 Ceri The Crafter's Jelly Plate Challenge, Jelly Plate Paper Challenge, is to do 1 page a day. The requirements are you have to have something jelly plated and the day on it and to sign it. And other than that, you could do whatever you want. Last July, he did postcards, and I participated in that for the 31 days of postcards. And I've shown y'all those a whole bunch of times, so I won't pull those out right now. But so these are the days. There's 6, 7, and again, I think this one had the big pink fuzzy makeup brush right there. There's 8, 9. This one had, I think, a brush on either side here. 10, 11. This one had brushes like intermixed between the tools. 12, 13. I think she had brushes on either side. I just like the idea. Oh, and then my challenge to myself is to put something Celtic knot in every page. So I have different Celtic knot stencils here. And so I put Celtic knots in every page. That's just my challenge to myself. But here's the jelly plate. I think this might have been, I don't know if this was Devon's. I used a few of Devon's jelly plated papers where she has sent me some and I've sent her stuff. And, so hi, Kimberly. And I put the dots. I put swatch dots somewhere. I try to put dots. A couple of times I forgot, but I do try to put the dots and the Celtic knots on every page. So I really like her. And then I think I had a brush right here. Oh, I did have a brush. I actually covered a brush in blue. Now, do I have that sitting right here? I rearranged my brushes too yesterday. I put my brushes all in a wood, one of those wood things like where I keep my, how I keep my postcards in a little wood divider thing. I put all my brushes over there. Here's the brush that I used. I covered the brush with jelly plated paper. And so, see, jelly plated covered brush. I just taped it on so I can take it off. But so that one was on here. You like that? You like the dots, sister? And so like this one doesn't have dots, but this one had brushes here. There was a lot going on this one. So this one didn't have dots, but this is all jelly plate right here. And this is all jelly plate. And then, of course, my Celtic knots, or some kind of, in the background. This was 16. This is jelly plate. 17. This is jelly plate. And then this is a 4-leaf clover, deconstructed 4-leaf clover. And this was for St. Patrick's Day, on the 17th. 18. This one I put 2 brushes like coming out of her hair like that. This one was 19, and I had some paint brushes in between the ladies here, and they had color, painted colors on them. So the only color on the page was the red, yellow, and blue right there. Let's see. Let me just go to my photos for that one. I really liked how that one turned out. There's a couple of them where I was like, I don't have time to do too much today. I'm in a hurry. So they're not my favorites, but let's see if I can find this one. Here it is. So here's the one. See how I did the paint brushes? Whoops. How I did the paint brushes, and then the brushes have the red, yellow, and blue actual paint on them. And so they're sitting right there. So see, you can't, the brushes do make a difference on them, but so that was day 19. Hello, anybody I missed? Did you have too much time? And then this one, I wanted kind of falling feathers in the owl. It didn't get quite the effect I wanted, but it was okay. So that was day 20. Here's day 21. I really like day 21. This is coming up right here. And here's where the brush touched and it pulled the paper up. So I kind of got a little thing right there, but that's okay. So that was day 21, 22. I really like 22. 23, I like this. I like the simplicity of it, and I like the way the Celtic knots kind of peek through the ginkgo leaves right there. I really like that one. 24, the gold did not photograph on this one very well. So when the picture on IG, you can't really see the 24 very well. It just didn't. When you photograph gold, you take your chances. Same thing for these gold right here. It doesn't show up like this, but that was day 24. This was yesterday. Here's one of the days where I did not have time. Got a dishwasher delivered. I had 5 errands to run, went to the post office. I did all my Happy Mail first thing in the morning. I had 15 pieces of Happy Mail to envelope, to address, package, and get to the post office. So because of all that, no excuses, but that really is the reason. I did not have a lot of time yesterday to do 25. So that 25 was kind of like, yeah, it's okay. There's jelly plate, my Celtic knot, some dots, and the date. We got that. We got her done. So today is day 26, and I'm going to I got some papers picked out here, and I want to use my Easter Island guy here. And I don't know which Celtic knot I want to use here. I got a bunch of that here. And then after we do that, we'll do a couple of discs for giveaways. So let me put those. I don't need those right now. All right. That's why we don't talk. So yeah, yesterday was a pretty hectic day, and we got our dishwasher delivered and put in. I don't know what else I did yesterday, but tonight's Jan and I do not miss Wednesday nights. We text Survivor together. Good lemon water. So let's see. What do I want to do? First one thing I want to do is cut him out. And I'll probably use less and less of him as we go, but we'll see. So I'm going to work on this real quick because, most of I think I did maybe one page on stream. And if y'all want to see, Ceri The Crafter does one. He has one posted on video. He has a video of a page every single day. And it's really good. So if y'all want to see, he's the one that started this challenge. And I really enjoy doing it, even though I said, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do another challenge, because I do Inktober in October. And so did I really want another month-long challenge during the year? But I did. I did want this one. So anyway, I participated, but he posts every single day. He does like a 30 to an hour long video every single day. OMG. All right. So, and again, this is day, and I did put a little number up here just so I, can keep track of it. And then after the 31 days, that's where it's going to end right here. So you can see that's, let me hold it up on end. There's 31 days right there. By the time I get to here, then I still have about, half the book left. So I think what I might continue to do, not every day, but as I want to do it, I'll just continue like day 32, 33, 34, 35, and just continue till this journal is filled. And then I do have a whole bunch of different stickers for numbers for to put, because you number every day as well. So here we go. Oh, I like the way that looks too. That looks pretty cool. Does it look Easter Island enough to do it? I just like him. I like him, but that is pretty cool. If it was this day, I would do it because it's facing in, but I don't want him facing out. I think I'll stick with this. And then I have the some jelly plated papers. I have not planned any of this out other than I wanted this, and I kind of picked these papers because of the color, and that's all I know what I want to do. Let's see. Hi, Marguerite. Who else am I missing? Riri. Let's see. Do the scrap. You like this side better? Is that what you're saying? Y'all like that side better? It is cool. But I think because these papers are so similar to this, it's going to get lost. It'll get lost if I don't have a definitive image here. So I think I'm going to do this. And I might move him down here, and I'll probably use one of the larger Celtic knot things like behind him, something like this. But I've used this, I think, once, maybe twice. Let's see, what else do I have in here that I haven't used. This is a good one. Like, I just kind of want some kind of a sun ray thing behind him. Let's see. That one's a little too small. Well, maybe not. That might work. So some of these I haven't used. So I think I've used almost all my small ones at one point. All the small ones. This was a pack of runes, RUNES, pack of rune stencils, but they had like maybe 10 Celtic knots in there. So yeah, I've only used the runes, I think, once. And then this one's a PM Artist Studio. I think this was a freebie or something when I ordered the bigger ones. I think this one is the PM Artist Studio. Let's see, what else do we have? I think I'll just, and here's this, Denise and I were talking about, how do you do and how do you get so much done? And there's so many choices, you got so many supplies, and how do you pick? I said, once you think, oh, that will probably work, you just stop. You just stop and roll with it. Don't, otherwise, and that's true regardless of whatever piece you're working on. At some point, you got to say, okay, I like that. It's, it may not be perfect if I spent 3 or 4 more hours trying to decide. And you can do that if you want. I don't want to do that. I have too many ideas in my head that if I sat and tried to make it perfect, which, I hate even saying that. I hate it when people even say that. Well, it's not perfect. Well, nothing is, But anyway, so I like this. I'm going to roll with it. So I'm going to stop and go with that. Otherwise, you'll never get anything done. And how do I get so much done? It's because I said, okay, I like that. We're going to roll with it. Stop, drop, and roll. Exactly, Debbie. So I like that. So I'm going to kind of make a line down here. I'll cut this off at the edge. And another thing that I tried to do, and even though a couple of them were even less than 30 minutes, I try to get these done in 30 minutes. I try to get these done in 30 minutes or so. Like yesterday, I think it was 10. This one yesterday was probably 10 minutes because I just did not have the time. And out of a month, having one be a little not as, finished, if you will, as I would like it to be, that's okay. All right, so now I think this is going to be here. Now I got to decide, how do I want to use my jelly plated papers? Do I want this back here? I want to make sure I don't lose my Celtic knot. I don't want to lose my Celtic knot circle. So it's going to have to kind of be down in here somehow, or maybe one of the, I don't know. I'm going to play with these. I pulled these. So y'all know this is what I'm working with this month. These are my jelly plated papers I'm working with this month. So you have to pick and choose and roll with it. And then I just move them off the table and say, okay, that's it. We're going with this. Hi, View. Charmaine. Otherwise, you just won't get nothing done. And I think I'm going to like the teal color because I'll bring that out. And then do I want this little piece? Do I want to... I've been doing kind of strips or stripes, and it just seems that kind of works out kind of well for, let's take this a little bit off here, for the whole kind of keeping it kind of cohesive. Like, I just kind of have been liking that. Like, I like that. Do I want a little bit more blue over here? I don't have any, so I got this. Nah, that's too close to him. Or what he looks like. So let's just go with this. All right, so let's see here. Let's see. All right. And again, that's going to be teal up in there. Maybe he's looking off. I don't know yet. Maybe this one. A little bit of this color in there. And probably needs another kind of red. Let's get this right here. A thin piece here. Something like this. So he's kind of looking off to the future. Like that. I like that. Now, do I like this color up here, or would I rather have the blue up here? No, I'm going to have the blue up in there. I'm going to have the blue in there, so that will probably be fine. All right, let's see if that's enough. Plus, I'll put some dots. Let's see. Who else am I missing? Hi, Just Jen RN. It's been a while since you've been around. Good to see you. Good morning, Kat. How did I miss saying good morning to you, Kat? Good morning. All right, so I think we're going to roll with that. And then these bigger pieces here I'll save. And that's just a piece of, maybe that little bit of blue. Do I need that little bit of blue right there? I think I do. All right, let's just cut that down on the edge. That little bit of blue right there. And I'll probably trim these down so they're right up, because they're going to be right in the crevice there. Okay, I think we're going to go with that. All right, so let's go ahead and get out some turquoise, tealy. Let's go with this color, probably this color. Let's see. I'll test which one looks better. That's a Mermaid Lagoon. Probably that one. Well, I'll look at both of them. And let me get a brush. Put it in caps if you're talking to me. All right, let's see. And then I'll put the number right there. Let me just get a piece of, this is what I tore off for Denise the other day. Yes, Monday. All right, let's see what this color. A little too blue. I think this one is a little more green. not sure. Let me look at my Distress inks. I think I'm going to like this color, Peacock. But yeah, let's look at the Peacock one. I don't know that you could tell much difference. I think maybe we'll go with the Peacock. Let's go with that. All right. All right, so make it right around the top of his head here. All right, now I'm just going to move my pieces over and out of the way. Let's move this as putting a shadow. All right. Look, hold on to it. And I want it pretty dark, so Malibu's snoring. So she's laying on my desk. Y'all may be able to hear her if she gets loud. Hold on, hold on. Oh my gosh, Malibu. Let's move it. All right. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Mods and Fibs. Good. Hi, Judy. Oh, good morning to you too. All right. Let's see. All right. So, in this book, I am just using a glue stick, and then on the little pieces that are thick, if they're any kind of thicker, then I'll use my over here. Where is it? Oh, baby? Okay, there. Malibu's right there on my paint. The art glitter glue, especially for tiny things. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let's see. All right, let's go ahead and put this down first. I know this is going to be right here, and I know that's going to be right there. So I'm going to trim this down just on the edge here. And then we're going to do a couple of discs here. I think most of this I can use just a glue stick. Now I got to figure out where my dots and a paintbrush might go. So I'll go right up to the edge here. I want just a little bit of blue over here, so I'll trim that off here in a minute. Let's lay him down. Put it in caps if you're talking to me. I like how that brings out the teal. The said, yeah. All right, let's see then. Right about there, I think. All right. Okay, let me trim this off. Y'all still with the tour? Look, if y'all missed it. Because she likes to lay right here, right up here next to those lights. But then she's right to here. I have no room, you know. So I said, well, let me just put this little towel over here, and she'll think it's just for her, which it is just for her. And I think I need to get another glue stick out. This one's about done. Okay, let's get another glue stick. I just use whatever. I have the Yoo-Hoo, and I have some Elmer's, and just whatever. Okay. So now I want to decide where I want a paintbrush, and I think a black paintbrush will look good. Let's see. See, I have all different colors of paintbrushes. Maybe no, I don't want a purple, but you see, so you can just, you know, use different colors. Here's a green one. Oh, here's a teal one, but it's a different color. Well, it's kind of the same. Maybe I'll roll with that, like right back here, or maybe this way. So then what I do to take a photograph of it, I should do this last, but let me show you. I just take a piece of double-sided tape and just kind of roll it up. And just put a piece of double-sided tape. I usually cover up the name, and then just put that down like this. And then kind of just, because it's only going to be there temporary while I take a picture, right? All right, so now I'll decide, do I want, let's get some colors. Let me get my little, let's get a paint tray here. Let me fix my chair. All right. And then I want the numbers up in here. Let's see. Do I want to paint them, or do I just want black numbers? Maybe just black numbers. And I have been using different size ones. These are just, they're so easy just to use a sticker. Here's a nice big one. Okay, so today's the 26th. So let's get a 2 and a 6. I like this. Oh, I tore it. Be careful. Shh, 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 be careful. Okay. Brenda, I'd like to go to Easter Island. Well, you know that the head is only there's a whole body buried underneath. These things are huge. They're buried up underneath. All right, let's see. But yeah, I don't like to travel, so I travel virtually. All right, let's see. Let me get a baby white here. And let's see what colors I want. A teal, and I got to get behind Malibu here. Let's get a little bit of, this color is mermaid tail. We'll get mermaid tail. We'll get let's go with the light teal as well. Let's see. Let's go with this one. This is Bahama Blue. And let's go with a yellow ochre, maybe. Let's see here. I want something a little brighter than that one. Let's see. I think that might be the same color. Let's see. Let's see what this color looks like. Oh, I like that. It's a little more gold. Deep ochre. Okay, a little that. And maybe a sienna. This one. Do I have something a little more orange? Let's see. Or do I want that one? I don't know. It'll work. Okay. And then I'll use up the rest of these paints in my desk journal. We'll scrape them up. Okay. Am I missing anything in chat? Yes. This is the large ledger journal, dilution one. Then I also have this Ranger one, which this one is the Dinah Wakely Mixed Media Journal. And this one has all the writing in it. This one has the writing. It's smaller. You can see it's about that much smaller. It's a little taller and a little narrower. But this one has the writing in it. And this is what the wrap looks like on this one. They're both by Ranger. Okay, so just, whatever you think you like. This one has different lines in it. It's got grid. It's got ledger paper, 2 kinds of ledger paper, and I think a dot grid. Anyway, yeah, and a dot grid. It's got like 4 different kinds of papers. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I just usually take the back end of a Sharpie here for my dots. Let's see here. Let me move these out of my way. And I think I'll just put... And then I just wipe it off. And then I think I'll do a brown, the sienna. Then I'll do the chili color. Got a little much. And then the yellow ochre. There we go. Then I just have to sign it, which I think on this one I will sign it over here. I think I'll just sign it. Let's see, let me move the brush for a minute. Right along his back here. And then I'll put my brush back on. I don't care if the brush covers a little bit of my signature. It's not going to stay there anyway. There we go. And then I'll photograph this, which I can do that real quick. I'm not going to post it yet, of course, because I'll have to crop it and put a black border on it. Let's see. But I do need to turn it this way so there's not a shadow on the brush. And I'll snap a picture. Okay, and I'll post that after the show. There we go. Take that off. All right, so we got day 26 done. Got day 26 done. Let me move it over here so those dots can dry. All right. I gotta keep fixing my chair. I don't know why. All right. Now let's go ahead and use up that paint there. So I have this little bit of I have this little desk journal here where I put little pieces of scraps or want to use up any paint like here. So I'll just scrape this up. So let's just find a page here and just got those 2 colors there. And I'm just all I'm doing is just using up this paint so that it just doesn't sit here and harden and go to waste, And then I'll get those two colors and maybe put a little here. And then, maybe I'll go back sometime and make something out of this. If not, then I just feel better that I didn't waste that paint. All right, so there we go. I've shown my desk journals a lot over the years. So I'll just set this aside to dry. And all right. Now we'll start working on some discs. And these are going to be for you guys. So we have time for me to let y'all kind of sort of pick. But it's going to have to be something I'm going to reserve the right to say, no, that's not going to fit. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. All right, so because we're going to use this book, my new Pour Toast book that I just used my Easter Island out of. I'll keep these two pieces here in the back. All right, I'm going to flip through. So here's what we're going to do. Y'all ready? We're going to do one U.S., one international. Hi, Kathy Berg. One U.S., one international. I might work on them both sort of at the same time. And I want y'all to look at the book now, because then I'm going to do giveaways. And then whoever gets picks, I will, and I'm hoping that this is international. It's not going to cost me a fortune, that this can go as an envelope and not as a package, but we'll see. I'm going to do it today. Just, if it costs me $20, I won't be doing it ever again, but we're going to do it today. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and I'm going to flip one more time through this book. Y'all be looking at what you might think you might like if you win. Okay. If your name is, I'm going to do random.org. And hi, Missy. Yes, it's a cool book. It's cool. It's just, I think it's pretty new. Icons of the World. This is where I use the Easter Island one I just did, Kathy. And so y'all kind of look. There's a Taj Mahal. We'll just say this is castle. That's a castle, I think, in Berlin. And see, the back side is the same, just on the other, it's like one is the vertical, one's a horizontal. There's the pyramids. So what's this in Russia called? This cathedral. I forget the name of it right now. Of course, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the Statue of Liberty. And again, it's the same on both sides. So I can pick pieces of it if I want to. This is in India. I don't know the name of that temple. But if you say India, then we know that that's that one. Or Taj Mahal on the other one. This is Machu Picchu, Mount Fuji. I may not know all these, but we'll do our best. Brazil, there's a name for the statue of Jesus overlooking Brazil, but that's that one. Eiffel Tower. This is the Colosseum. I think Colosseum in Rome. This is either in Mexico or Inca, one of their, the temple pyramids. This is, I think, Luxor, Egypt, Big Ben, which I might have to keep this for Samantha. We'll see. If anybody picks Big Ben, I might say, no, I might have to keep that for Samantha, because she's going to London in June for 6 weeks. And I might want to do one for her with that. Here's the Roman temple thing. This is Cambodia. This is Cambodia's temple. Again, I know they all have names, but anyway, that's a Cambodia. So if you win, if you can kind of tell me what country you want. Okay. All right. So let me get my iPad here. Let me get up random.org. We'll do one US, one international. All right. Let me get random. Hang on. Okay. Random.org. Verify that I'm not a bot. Here's our random. Here's our number. All right. We're going to do international first, since it's an international theme day. So y'all pay attention to the rules. One number only, and this is going to be one only. One person international, one person US. International only. One number between 1 and 100. Wait till I type in go. Make sure you have live chat or all messages, whatever it says on your device, clicked at the top so you see all the numbers. I'm on StreamYard. I'm going to see all the numbers. Okay, so all right, so it's going to be international only, one number only. Wait for the go. Don't change your number, move your number. Just put it in, first person closest, without going over. Without going over. Thank you, Tina. All right, international only. Okay, let me get a sip of my lemon water. An international person will get to pick first. we're going to go ahead and do both giveaways at the same time so I can work on both of them at the same time. I can work on 2 at a time. So I thought this would be kind of fun because I love Porto's new book, and I'll take pictures of them now, whether I completely finish them, and I probably won't varnish them today. Varnish, I'll edge them in gold or copper or silver. I'll edge them and I'll paint the backs. I'll fix them up real nice, so they'll probably maybe go out Saturday. It'll take me a couple days to let them dry, let them cure, put the varnish on it, let the varnish dry a couple days and all that before I send them out. So, yeah, I thought these would be kind of fun. I think it did take Kat when I sent my mods, Tina, Janet, and Kat. I sent them each one I made a few weeks ago, a couple months, whatever. And Kat's took like forever to get to her. I think it went like all over the United States finally. It finally got to her. And Janet and Tina's took a good amount of time. I don't know why. I think somebody told me at the post office that somebody was fired because they didn't know what they were doing. Not at my particular post office, but like the big picture, the big overall post office, Georgia post. I mean, something like that. I don't know who it was, whatever. But hopefully now, and the same thing for one of our distribution centers was really jacked up. But hopefully they're getting that straightened out now, and we won't have things floating out there forever. But I will send them out, and I will the US one anyway I can track. The international I cannot track. So we're going to hope and pray it gets to you. If it doesn't get to you, then all I can say is I'm sorry. I mailed it. That's all I can do. I'm not remaking these. So we're going to hope for the best, okay? All right, I'm going to count down 10, 9. You still have a package stuck in Jacksonville for 6 days? I don't know. I never did get, Janet, I never did get the swap. What was it? Was it the not the it was it the ATC swap, the art card swap? I never did get my set. Janet sent, I never got y'all's, and it's just out there. Who knows? Maybe someday it'll show up. All right, here we go. International only. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. After my stop shows up, nothing after that counts. So if you are holding a number right now, hit the enter. Hit the enter. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. International only, first person closest to 20 without going over. And if everybody went over 20, I'll pick a new number. Let me scroll back. First person closest to 20 without going over. It looks like it's going to be Marguerite with 15. Marguerite had 15. Y'all double check me. I think it's Marguerite. And I do have Marguerite's number. I mean, her address. So we're good there. I think it's Marguerite with 15. Am I correct? Okay, everybody's saying yes. All right. Marguerite, be thinking about what you want in the book, but I'm going to go ahead and do US first. I'm going to do the drawing, and then you get to pick first, Marguerite. All right, so now we're going to do USA only. Same rules apply. 1 to 100. Wait till I type in go. One number only. First person closest without going over. Okay, USA only, one number only. Well, I'm going to type in go. Okay. There we go. Congratulations, Marguerite. All right. All right. USA only, one number only. First person closest without going over. And Marguerite gets to pick first. So Marguerite, be thinking about which country or icon you would like. And then USA only. Okay. All right. I'll give it a minute. There's more people playing in the US. So Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. Let's get the lighting here. So thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate it. I like doing my giveaways and interacting with you guys. You know, it's more fun when you're interacting with y'all and chatting, and you know the business. You know the biz. Okay. I'm going to count down. Get your numbers in, everybody. 10. Oh, hi, Mary. Did Mary Altier pop in? Hi, Mary. Mary, did you ever get your print that was sent back to me and I sent back to you again? Did you get that, Mary? I hope. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Uh-oh. I don't want that. I want tips. Where's my chat? Hang on, guys. Let me bring my chat back. Chat, comments. There we go. All right, let me start over. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, new number. First person closest to 46 without going over. 46 without going over. All right, let me move my iPad out of the way. We don't want that medium and stuff on that. Okay, let's see. Let me scroll back. Let's see. Where'd we start? All the way back. There we go. All right, 46 without going over. Let's see, Dawn P has 42. Missy has 42, but Dawn P had it first. Did anybody get closer? I think it might be Dawn P. Okay, so Dawn P had 42. All right, so Marguerite gets to pick first. Marguerite. And then Dawn P. So Marguerite, what country icon do you have picked in your head? Congratulations, guys. All right, be thinking about what you, and I showed it earlier so y'all can look at it and kind of think about what you wanted. So Marguerite, what would you like? What country, what icon, I guess I should say. And then Dawn P, you be thinking about what you want. So Marguerite, the Eiffel Tower. Okay, Marguerite wants the Eiffel Tower. Let's find the Eiffel Tower in here. Hang on. And then Dawn P, you tell me what you want. Okay, Marguerite wants the Eiffel Tower. Dawn P, the castle. Okay, let me make sure I get the right one. This one here, this Bavarian castle. Is this right, Dawn P? I'm pretty sure. I think that's the only castle. So I'm guessing that's what Dawn P wants. Okay, so she wants the castle. Eiffel. Okay, I'm just going to set that over there. So, all right, okay, there we go. So now we're going to start. We're going to start laying it out, and then I got to decide what else I want to add to, because y'all know I'm going to add some other stuff, but this will be the main things. And I want to have as much of the image as possible, and then I will add other things with it. So, but we're going to start with this. We're going to start with this, and then I'll paint it out. It's going to be, they're not going to be too complicated. They're going to be pretty, we're going to keep it pretty simple, because I want y'all to, have these discs. But maybe, I don't know if I want flowers. If y'all let me know, and I'm just going to take your suggestion. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. But do you like flowers? Do you like animals? Do you like, give me, while I'm cutting out, y'all let me know if there's something else that y'all like that will be, that I could include in here. Now, see, I don't like to cut the top of the Eiffel Tower off, but I don't know that I can't not. It's going to have to be cut off a little bit at the top. I think you can still tell what it is. It's just cutting off the radio tower part. And I'll sand down the edges here. I'm just going to try to get it in here. I mean, do you like plants? Do you like nature, florals, mushrooms? We can add some other things. Okay. I'll trim these down and keep this for something else. Y'all participate. What you might like. I'm scrolling. If y'all don't suggest anything, I'm just going to start throwing stuff on there I like. Mushrooms, flowers, animals. You might get, who knows what you're going to get. So you might want to suggest something before I start going cray. All right, there's our start. Dragon. Okay, so Dawn may be a dragon on her castle. Okay, that's good. Marguerite likes dragon. You want a dragon on the Eiffel Tower? Okay. All right, guys. Y'all want some dragons? We be doing some dragons. Hang on. All right, hang on. Let me go over here to my shelf. All right, let's see what we got here. We got something small enough to fit. All right, so this is for Dawn P. This one's Marguerite. Oh, thanks, Jance, putting in a link. All right, so let's see what we got here. All right, so now y'all said dragon, so all right, I'm on it. I'm on it now. Let's try to get the light here. All right, let's see. All right, let me ask y'all one more thing. Do you like realistic dragons or do you like cute? Because I can choose either one. Hi, Devin. Do y'all want Dawn and Marguerite? Do you like cute or realistic before I start picking? Because you can have either one. See, look, there's cute ones and there's more. Of course, this is too big, but you know, there's cute ones and there's realistic ones. So tell me what kind of dragons y'all like. Cute or realistic? All right, Marguerite likes realistic. All right, both y'all like realistic. Okay, see, like this. This could fit. And I'm looking at colors too, guys. I'm looking at colors. I like this on that. That would be good. Maybe. I'm gonna pick a couple things and just decide after I cut a couple out here. Isn't this fun, guys? Is this fun? And I do like that head too. That's a good one. That would probably be good out there. I'm just kind of peeking and looking and peeking. Do I want like just a head sticking off into it? Or do I want something bigger? That might cover up too much. But we'll see. All right, let's pick a few. Hang on. Picking a few. I like him with the flowers, but that covers up too much of the piece. So they're going to have to be kind of small, you know. We have to pick some small dragons here. Oh, I like him. It's very rainbowy, but that's kind of works in there. Let's look. I might let y'all pick a dragon. Hang on. We'll see. Let me see what might fit. Okay. Do your nail polish looks great. Thanks. It's just a teal. Yeah, I try to kind of match things, my nails and stuff. Because, you don't get to see my face unless I throw a picture of me out there, which I do every now and then. I kind of like that one. That one would get kind of lost. Okay, hang on. That one would cover up too much, I think. And this is another one of Porto's books. Well, that one looks good for the color, but wouldn't much would be in there, I don't think. Let's see, maybe I'll be able to make that work. Okay, I'm thinking maybe this one, maybe a smaller one. All right, let's keep going here. This one might be good. Again, it might just be a dragon head. We'll see. Put it in caps if you're talking to me. You have that color nail polish. This one right here is Mermaid Magic LA Colors. This one. That's what this one is. It is Mermaid Magic. All right, let's see. See, these are very cool, but they're way too big. That one's kind of cutesy, even though it's a baby one. I think the ones I have might be the best selections. One there, like if I put that one there and that there, and then I don't know, there's not much there would show. I'll see what y'all think. I'm thinking those two. All right, let's look here. I'm trying to go kind of by color. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see what y'all think. We can do a head or just a body. Y'all gonna have to watch me fussy cut a little bit now. All right, let's just leave a little bit of that rock on there. I'll trim that down depending. But yeah, let's just see how much we can get on here. And I can also, another thing too, don't forget, you don't have to cut those little pieces out if you're going to paint something in. You can just add paint. Or you can cut it in there if you want. That's depending. I hear you, Malibu. Malibu's snoring. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Thanks, everybody, lurking. I didn't see if Mary answered my question about one. And it's so funny because I've been mailing stuff to Mary for years, and everything's always got there. I sent her a little package, and that got there. I sent her a print. 3 weeks later, the print was returned to me in one of those white envelopes. I sent it back out. They paid for it. The post office paid for it to be resent because the address was fine. There wasn't anything wrong with it. So I didn't see if Mary answered me and said if that print finally got to her. But the post office paid for it because there was nothing wrong with my address or anything. So hopefully Mary got her print or a thank you for supporting the channel. Devin, are you streaming today? I know you've been taking care of your mom. Devin's been taking care of her mom in her mom broke her hip and had surgery, and so Devin's been kind of squeezing in a stream whenever she can, time wise, and so I'm not sure. Devin, are you streaming today? Mary, let's see. Did I got it? Will open next week. Okay, you got it. Well, that's what I wanted to know. Thanks, Mary. You got it. Okay, because you got that second package which I mailed way after, and that one got there. So, it was just weird that one was returned. If any of y'all's packages or letters or anything are returned to me, I always double check the address, which I knew Mary's was right because I've mailed stuff to Mary for years. I will remail it out, so have no fear of that. Now, if the post office loses something, I don't know. I can't help you. Okay, Mary's in the balcony. Mary, you've been streaming a little less lately. I know you're going to put in your compost. Did you get that? I think I saw you got that done. Mary, actually, they had a blizzard. Mary had a blizzard maybe a week ago or something. And then I know Mary was going to put in a compost in her garden. So, but yeah, Mary, hope you're doing okay. All right, let's see here. Let's see how much I want to cut this. So you can get right up in there. You can just cut right up in there if you want, but let's just see first. All right, so I'm thinking maybe right about there. All right, so this one is Dawn. So Dawn, do you want another dragon head up here, or is just one enough? You tell me, Dawn. I don't want to, cover up the whole thing. I think maybe right about there, maybe. Where you can still see the edge of the castle there and the wing. So I'm thinking that. What do you think? Now I can put a face up in here. Do you want an extra face? One is enough. Okay, so see, we find out. One is enough. All right, so now I think I will go in here and cut this out, this little piece of white here. These are not going to be too complicated, but I just thought it would be nice to send y'all something that, y'all might like. Okay, something like this, I think. Right about there. Okay, so let me go ahead and make a little indent here. Okay, now I'm going to trim this down. Okay, let me cut this little piece of white. And then we'll do a little painting, maybe a little star effect or something somehow, clouds or something. Let me get that little piece of white right there. Okay. All right, so we got this. All right, so we got that started for Dawn P. How do you like that, Dawn? Okay. Now let's do Marguerite's. Brenda got scrappy pack. Oh, you got your scrappy pack? Okay. One side was almost entirely. Oh, yeah. See, the post office, you just don't know. What can you do? Let's see. Now, did Marguerite, are you around, Marguerite? Let's see. There's Marguerite. Hi, Christine. And Devin is streaming at her usual time at 3 Eastern today, guys. 3 p.m. Eastern. Devin Rex for Art. Scrolling. Okay. All right. Marguerite's here. All right. So let's see what we got here, Marguerite, for you. We want at least have the big dragon kind of at least. Well, let me just, y'all have to watch me fussy cut. I'm sorry, but sorry, not sorry. I'm not really sorry. I mean, it is what it is if we're going to do this, right? But I'm like Devin said, I'm pretty quick at fussy cutting because I cut so much. But also I give credit to the B scissors. They're nice, sharp, pointy. They glide. They're really good. Okay, so let's see here. Let's just cut that down. I know this tail is probably going to get cut off, but we'll just cut it out anyway for a minute. I don't know how much of these little hooks are going to still be on them, but. And these little discs, I just buy them at Hobby Lobby whenever they go on sale for 40% off, but they're not very expensive. There's packs of, they come in packs of 3. They come in packs of 3. And I buy them when they're 40% off. Let's see, let's go this way. And I don't really have to be so careful about these spikes. I can always paint more spikes on, which, you know, I probably will do some alteration to it. So this is the Dragon Book by Poor Toast Cake Curry. They're all on Amazon. They've got, I think they're, I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking they're up to like 400. I don't know. They got hundreds of books, though, out. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and go around him here. And Marguerite, you can decide if you want just the one dragon or if you want another dragon head peeking in. We'll look at both here just a minute. And when you're cutting, you want to turn your image, not your, you just kind of hold your scissors in one spot for the most part, and you turn your image, not your scissors. All right, there we go. Oh, that's going to probably look pretty good. I'll have to cut this out. Let's go ahead and cut this out here. And probably that too. All right. Try to keep this part in, but I don't want to lose the whole, you know, what do you call it? All right, let's get rid of the wall here. Hang on. So I can turn them any way I want if there's no little brick wall right there. So Deb E., I'm missing my Cracked Spine series. I read the 9 books, and I'm ready for the number 10 to come in on April 1st. I feel like I'm going through withdrawals from the Cracked Spine series. I've read all 9 of them. Okay, let's see. Let's continue on cutting out this brick here. And then, you know, I really hate to start in another fiction series till I finish this one, because it's, you know, I've read 9 in a row. So I think I want to finish that before I get into a whole nother fiction. I'm reading nonfiction as well. You know, I'm always reading nonfiction. But there we go. All right. Let's move this off of here. I don't want to drop any pieces of paper on the floor. Janet will be phoning me. You understand, Debbie? All right. So now we have a choice here, Marguerite. We can have him kind of coming in. I think you can kind of see, I just barely touched the moon. I think you can still tell that that's the Eiffel Tower. because that way I can keep the tail, the wing, part of the wing here. This will go, that little bit of tail. But do you want another? No, that's too much, isn't it? That's too much. What do you think? Do you want another dragon right here, or is this enough? Because that's going to look like they're going to have a battle. Yes being what, Marguerite? Yes, this is enough? And I can put some little branches coming up in here. I'm not, say yes to one, just one. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, now let me get out my matte medium and accoutrement here. All right, so I use golden matte medium. This is what I use for my collaging. Now, when I'm doing my mixed media march in my journal there that you saw, I'm not really considering that like a full-on collage. It's more just a mixed media, jelly plated paper, mixed media piece. It's not really a full-on collage. So I'm not gluing everything down with golden matte medium. And plus, I'm using real paint brushes to photograph it and all that. So I'm just leaving those like they are. I'm not matte medium them down. I'm just using a glue stick on those. And I'm not varnishing those either. These will get varnished, edged, all that. Okay, so let's see here. Do I have let's see, I can probably peel up some of this. Not that I need to, but let's see if I can peel up some of this old matte medium. Janet. Y'all can reuse these plastic coffee lids forever. Once it's dry, you can just peel it up. All right. So, and keep a baggie over your lid so you don't glue the lid shut. Oh, I'm not going to need too much here. Otherwise, you will glue the lid to your jar and you'll never get it off. I'm telling you. Now that would be satisfying to peel that up. Yeah. This one I would peel this up, but I've already, this morning I used some paint in there. So, all right. So let's see what we can do here. Let's get a piece of wax paper or two. I don't want this too close to Malibu's butts right there. We don't need this too close to Malibu's butt. All right, let's see here. Let's get a medium-sized brush. This one will do. And I'll need a card. I redid my whole paint. I should try to show it. I'll try to show it to you later after we're done. I'll try to show you how I reorganize my brushes. But in the meantime, I just need a gift card to scrapey with. All right. I've shown my discs, but maybe after I do this, I'll re-show my completed discs and stuff. So these are not going to be too overly complicated because, I wanted to finish them today and send them out. All right, so what I do, let's go ahead and open this up here. What I do is first put a layer of the golden matte medium down on the disc itself. And then on the back side of my collage piece. You wouldn't think that you need to do that, but it is advisable. All right, so now let's put this down. If anything's left hanging over, I'm going to sand the edges down. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Okay, so now I've got that down. Now I'm going to put over the top. And then I will take my card and mash this down. Now, most of the time, these books like Collage Soup or Pour Toast, you can mash these down as long as it's pretty wet. If you've got it pretty wet, you can take your card and mash it down. The only time that this is kind of dangerous to do with your card is if it's a fashion magazine. Then I'm going to turn it sideways and see if I've missed any places where it could need to be mashed down. Fashion magazines are, the ink you will scrape up the ink if you're not careful. Okay, I think I got most of that down. All right, so now I'm going to put a little bit more on here. And same thing over here for my dragon. And let's lay him down. This little tail is going to be off the edge, so that's going to get cut off. That. And there's a lot of little, little spikes and things, there's little toenails and all that. So I want to kind of be careful. I don't want to peel off a toenail. Maybe I should zoom in. Let me zoom in one. We are a little far away. There, that's a little better, isn't it? Anytime I'm too far away and you can't see something, just let me know, guys. I will zoom in or, adjust things as best as I can. All right, so now let's just go ahead and cut this little edge off here. And I'm going to dry it with the heat gun. And then what I'll do is I will take, do I have it? Oh, no, I have old emery. I keep old emery, well, they're not old. I buy them for this purpose. But I don't know if I have any sitting right here because I haven't had to sand anything for a while. But you can take an emery board and sand off the excess edges here. But I don't have to look around. All right, so let's just go ahead and make sure that's nice around the edge here. See, look right there. I peeled a little bit. Oh, see, I stuck my finger on there. That's not going to matter, though, because I'm going to be painting in anything. But you got to be careful that your hand, see, look, right there. My hand had matte medium on it, and I touched it. You'll peel it up. Don't anybody fret. We're going to paint in anyway. We're going to paint in. All right, so let's just go ahead and make sure all that's down. All right. And I'm going to varnish them and edge them in gold. And I paint the backs black. I paint the back because if you paint the back black or whatever color, and then you go to varnish it and you have any varnish anywhere and you touch the back, because I don't varnish the back, and then you touch the back, you're going to have a shiny spot. So you want to do the backs after the varnish. Okay, so there's that one. Let's just set that aside. That's the marguerite there. All right, now let's come over here. Get a dry piece of, okay. Then we'll get out some paint and play a little bit with some paint and maybe some stars or a planet, or we'll see. I didn't add any element of time to these. Well, there's not a lot of space, these with the dragons on there. All right, so now let's do that dragon there. And I know I'm not looking at chat as much, so y'all got to let me get this down, and then we'll readdress chat because I need to do this while it's wet. Okay. And I'm going to I'll edge the outline with gold. Or copper. Like this one probably, well, maybe both of them. This one particularly might be best with copper. A copper metallic pen. All right. So again, I'm just going to mash it out. Any air bubbles and wrinkles. If you don't do this part, if you don't mash this out with a card or whatever you want to mash with, you can use a cake thing or a, one of the catalyst wedges. But you want to do this. If you don't, you will have, I can guarantee you will have wrinkles and bubbles if you don't do this, if you don't do that step of mashing out the bubbles. And then you can turn it to the side and you can see if there's any in there. Right there on the edge. But look, so you got to be careful. You'll peel off your paper, which that's fine because I'm going to paint in here. So, but you got to be aware of the glue on your hands. All right, let's see. I love how we can still see the sun. Okay, good. All right, all right. Now let's go ahead and glue him down. I wanted his wing around the castle right there. And then his face coming into the peachy part of the castle so you see his face. A little bit under there. And then carefully. All right. Look at it from the side. All right, there we go. Set this where the cat won't fall into it. All right, now I'll take a baby wipe before I put this brush in water. I wipe off any excess matte medium, and then I can put this in the water. All right, now let's see. Hi, Miss Lena. I'm going to try to get as much off as I can, but I'm going to tell y'all the only way you can really get that matte medium off your hands or off your fingernails is with fingernail polish remover. A craft scrubby will get a lot of it off. But if you want it all off, you're going to have to take fingernail polish remover or something to it because it does crust up on your hands. And I don't like wearing gloves. I'm not wearing any of that lotion stuff. It's just not happening. You know, I do too much to have to do that all the time. So, but if you don't like touching it or anything, then put on whatever those gloves are. I don't even want to think about wearing gloves. So yeah, so you'll see little crusty bits on my hands the rest of the day, which, oh well. Okay, so let's go ahead and just close this up like this, then we can still use the back side to paint. All right. So this one's Dawn Peas and this one's Marguerite. So let's go ahead. Oop, there's a little piece right there. Let me get I'll put my, here, see, this is why I'm going to put my finger in here now because I want to fix that little tiny claw right there. So I'm always putting my fingers in the matte. All right, so now what I'm going to do is take let me plug in my heat tool. And I'm going to make sure they're nice and dry. Then we're going to paint on them. Oh, let's see. No questions. I don't see anything in caps. Put it in caps if you're talking to me. Let's see. Who else am I missing? Hi to, I said hi to Kimberly, Lena, Mama 4. Hi, Mama 4. All right. Heat tool. We used to say heat gun. You know, that I don't like that. So people don't like to hear that. So. Malibu's still sitting there. I'm surprised. Oh, she's looking at me like, don't put that in my face. I'm going to try to keep it over here. But it did wake her up. Oh, there she goes. She gone. I'll fix the camera in a minute. All right, she's gone, so I'm going to move her little bed out of the way now. She can lay down there on the floor if she wants. But she's been sleeping over here since we started. Yeah, cat, right? Hi, Kimberly. Anybody else on this? Oh, there's a little thing right there. I need to, hang on. Just a little bit thing there. I need to glue that right there. I'm getting out paint. I don't know why I really care. All right. Now, just so I don't send the wrong thing to the wrong person, let's put y'all's names on the back. All right, now I'm going to move the matte medium out of my way. Get out of the way, and we will, let me get a different piece of wax paper. I got plenty of pieces over here. I just keep them piled up. After they dry, you can still reuse them, you know. So I have a little stacks of them. All right, here we go. Now let's pour out some paints. Oh, let me fix my camera. I think that's good. All right. I think I'm going to take a quick break, though, before I start getting into the details, so I can continue to drink my lemon water. I'll be right back. All right. So as you can see, even after washing your hands, that stuff does not come off. You really have to use fingernail polish remover to get the matte medium off. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Fortnite. I mean, you can pick and peel, but you know, I don't have time for that right now. All right, so let's see, what colors do I want? We're going to need, I'm going to need some yellow ochre. Let's put some of that out. This one's almost empty. And I want this other brighter one anyway. This one here. This is deep ochre. I like this one. Let's go with that one. And then I'm going to need, especially over here, I'm going to need a couple shades of the teals. So let's put some of that out. Let's see the colors here. Put some teals. A little bit of orange. I don't know if I want this. Yeah, I think I do want a little bit of the bright orange. We're just going to play. We're going to play on top. There's orange and a coral color, probably a coral. Let's see here. Maybe this one? Yeah, maybe a little coral. We'll do a little paint over. We'll see. And probably black and white, of course. Black and white I have in the big jars. A little black, a little white. And most of the time I'm just using my, Deco Art Americana craft paints. I have a few other brands that are, I use too. But, and then I have a lot of the different goldens and stuff like that I'll use, like for jelly plating and stuff. But for this, I like matte craft paint, because then if I need to, I can go use pencils. Let's see. I guess. And I can zoom in. We can do one at a time here, or at least maybe zoom in one. Let's see what happens if we zoom in one more. Yeah. All right. Now let's see. We still focused, and we still. That might work. How's that look? Does it need to be a little less bright, maybe? There we go. All right. I don't know what I want to really do yet. I want to have him have a little bit of branches and stuff. Let me see if I need any other colors. I'm looking at my colors here and looking this over. This needs a little bit of a gray blue, I think. It's too gray. Let's see what about this. Yeah, here we go. They both might use a little bit of deep midnight blue. All right. Now, let me get some of my new cat brushes. And I got some from Starla, too. Let's see. I'm digging through. I'll have to show y'all how I redid my brush my brushes, but I can't do that right now while all this stuff is on the table. So if I have time or remember when we get done, let's see, maybe that one, this one, maybe. Okay, just a few little brushes. We'll roll with these. All right, so now I think I want some stars down in here. So I think what I'll start with, and I'm going to trim the edges so you can see there's a little, I can even do a little bit now. I'll trim and sand the edges, and then they'll be outlined in gold or copper metallic pen. Let's see, there's a little bit there. Okay, that's probably pretty good. Let me just kind of mash that down here. So the edges, even if they look rough, they won't be, they're going to have gold around them. Let me show you one finished kind. This one's bigger, but you can see. So you see they're varnished. They have a gold all around the edge. Now, I've not painted the backs of these black yet, but you can see what they look like. So you have a gold edge, and they're varnished. All right, so let's see here. Just want to make sure. I should probably find. Let me see. Do I have one sitting around here? I have a craft. I do have a craft. See, I keep these are the kind that are made for acrylic nails that are really, they'll chew up your real nails, but they're perfect for taking and doing. Now, this is going to kind of make a little bit of a mess, which I don't want in my thing here. I'm going to go off camera to do this because I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do, but I'm going to go off camera so I don't get this all papery. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to go around like this, around all the edges, and you only want to go one way. Just go down like this. Don't go up and down, or you'll be peeling up your paper. Just go one way, and you'll peel off any little excess, and that helps seal it. It helps seal it. So you just kind of just go all the way around, and I'm going to do that off camera. Here, I can go faster, and I don't want to take too long. But you'll see when I'm done, it's a smooth edge, and it's really sealed down well. It really is best to do this before you get too far in, because it protects it from peeling up. But I don't want these little pieces of frayed paper in my paint on my table. Okay, I think I got that one done. So it's all nice and smooth, and there's nothing's going to flip back up. And I don't know if you can even tell the difference between when this one's done and that one's not. All right, I'm going to do the other one real quick. Give me a second. I'm reading chat. Kat, do you uses this varnish? Yes, thank you, Kat. That's the varnish that I use. And again, I'm not going up and down like this. That'll peel the paper up. You just want to go one way, like this. But you can do it fast. So we'll see. I'm sitting Marguerite in Canada. 1-1, so hopefully it makes it up there. You know, I don't do international commissions because I have had some portraits lost, and then nobody likes to refund money, and I don't redo portraits, so I quit doing international commissions. But since this is a giveaway, we're going to cross our fingers and hope Marguerite gets it in Canada. So I'll send everything out on probably Saturday. All the napkins from Monday, those went out yesterday. Everybody's napkins, including Debbie's pack, she got a whole envelope full. They all went out yesterday. Ran down the post office and got all those mailed. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm just going to kind of go around the edge here and see. All right. All right, now we can have some fun painting. All right, let me get some of the dust off my hands. Yes, nail file. ASMR, exactly. But you could use a sandpaper block, a sanding block. It's just that this is easy to hold when you're doing that, you know. And you can get those ones that are made for acrylic nails that are real rough. You know, that's what this one is. I keep it right there for this purpose, but I hadn't used it in a while. So, oh, thanks, Debbie. All right, so let's just get off. Again, there's going to be little bits of matte medium. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to, let's see. I want him to be standing on some space. Here, let's go this way. All right, here we go. We're going to have him standing on space. So we'll go around. And again, this is the part that's the funnest for me, adding the little details and stuff. And when we do bigger collages and stuff, this is usually, you know, you don't get to see as much of this because by the time we get to this point, if we start from scratch, and like we just did, you know, by the time we get a big piece done, the time's gone, you know. We still have an hour, so. Hopefully I'm in frame. And this is an angle brush. I love me an angle brush because you can flip it. You can get both sides. You can get a point. They're very versatile. I think I'll go right up under his tail over there. If y'all have questions or comments, put them in caps. Thanks, Debbie. Okay. And then I just clean my brushes with the baby wipe as I'm going. And if it gets real crusty, especially with a lot of black, then I'll turn around and rinse it out in my, what do you call it? Bye, Mary. My water bucket. Okay, now for the stars, I do use a little bucket of stars. So what I do for that, this is the only paint that I usually water down. Now, sometimes I'll spray these and wet them down a little if they start to dry while I'm sitting here. If they start to get dry, I'll add a little water. But otherwise, I just use it right out of the bottle. I mean, I mix colors, but I don't add water to it except for a bucket of stars. I do water this down. And I use usually, let's see if I can find one over here, one of my calligraphy brushes. Here's one. And I did buy some more, but I rearranged all my brushes. I'll show y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and get this wet. And then I will get this nice and then I kind of just put my hand over it and tap and tap and tap until most of the paint is off. And then we'll go over here. And I think I'll just take a piece of wax paper and kind of cover up a lot of this. Okay. All right. I'll start with that. Clean out my star brush. All right, now, let's see. I got a little bit on the dragon there. We'll just, I think I'll go ahead and dry that real quick. Heat tool. Okay, now I want to add some more colors in here. I'm kind of like, I'm not saying I'm going to paint over the whole thing, but I'm going to paint over a lot of it. So, thanks, Mary. You have a good day too. All right, I want this blue, but I want it a little lighter. So let's do a little mixing here. And it might need a little bit of the tealy color. It's kind of a gray blue, but it's got a little touch of this teal color in it too. So I'm kind of trying to match that color right there. A little bit more of the blue. Kind of a gray blue, but with a touch of teal. And I just keep looking back and forth at the two colors. That's pretty good. It's a little light, but I want it to be like light clouds. So I'll just blend in those clouds with my finger like that. Same thing for right in here behind this trees. I'll just put some in. I can paint over the trees, but I'm going to have some mist coming through. So it's not going to matter too much about that. Okay. Want more up here. So I'm blending with my fingers. I think I want a little behind him over here, maybe a little bit in here. Something like that. All right. Now let me clean my brush and get in a little bit of the peach. A little peach and a little white. I'm going to find a clean spot over here. It's a little bit of yellow. I'm just looking at the colors here and looking at my little mixture. A little more white. All right, let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good. So now I'm going to just get in between his little horns there. I don't know how much y'all can see of it, but that's on him right there. I want to paint that in with another color. This is the background and the sky color here. All right, liking that. Clean off the brush. Hi, Cat and Paste. Anybody else I'm missing? All right, now let's go in with a little bit of the yellow ochre. Maybe a little white. Let's lighten that up just a little. A little bit more. Maybe a touch of orange. More white. Okay. Give it a little more spikiness right there. Same thing for right in here. Okay. A little in there and a little bit more orange. There we go. A little more spikes, and I think yellow ochre right there for those. Right across the moon. Okay. Maybe a little on his feet. Just a little. Little highlights here and there. Okay, maybe some of the sienna. Oh, did I not put any sienna? There it is. That's a little bit right there. Let me clean my brush. It's starting to get a little thick. It's getting a little caked up. So the black looks like thanks. Yeah, it makes them stand out, right? All right, so I want some of this. Okay, let's give them a little bit more. Okay, same thing for this side. Go. All right, this looks weird, so I'm going to cover that up with some of the pinkish, where is it? My cloudy stuff up there. Oh, that needs a little bit more. I want to have some mist and stuff coming along here too, so. Okay. Let's get a little bit of the orange, a little sienna. Let's just get a little bit of, oh, too much. All right, now, let's see. Get a little bit more highlights in here. I hope this isn't too tedious for you guys. I hope it's not too tedious. Oh, a little piece of crusty something. Uh-oh, Malibu's eyeballing the table again. Okay, good. All right, Pamela, thank you. Let's get a little bit of gray. Let me mix up a little gray here. Okay, clean off my brush. A little bit of white. Get his little claws in here. Oh, okay. It's very chill, right? Very, very chill. And then I do want to take a little bit of a black mark, my black Sharpie pen, and I want to get in right around his eyeball there. His nostril, maybe a little in his lip there. A couple little spots here, real dark black. Not too much, just a little there and there, here and there. It's smaller than my brush, so I can get in there in a few little tiny spots. And then make sure those nails are dry. And I can sharpen his little claws up. Maybe a little bit of darker on the tower too. Just a couple little spots. Give it just a little oomph. Okay, I'm liking that. Now it just needs a little bit of mist coming through. And I'll sign these on the back. There's not much room on the front. I'll sign them on the back after I finish them. All right, now let me get a fresh baby wipe. And let me get a little bit of paint, and I'm mashing the paint into the baby wipe here. This over here. Okay. I do want to add a little bit of more white to the moon here. Let's go ahead and brighten that up. Now I have to decide where the mist is coming. I want it to come right in here. Do I want it to come over? Let's see. I think I just want to come a little bit, just maybe a little bit on the, I don't want too much mist on the dragon. But let's see here. Just a little bit coming through here. Shh, 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 shh. A little misty. Shh, shh, shh. Maybe do I want a little coming around? Okay, now let's get a clean spot. There we go. How's that look? I think it needs just a little spot of it up here. Let's get a little, just a little bit of mist right there. There we go. What do y'all think? How's that look? Needs a little bit more, like, let me take a Posca. Wipe that down right there. The reason I can wipe this back and wipe it down because it's covered with the golden matte medium. If this was not covered with golden matte medium, I could not adjust this white paint or the Posca or anything. There's no moving it around. But because I've got the golden matte medium over it, I can do a little bit more play with the paint. It'll move a little bit for me. Not too long and not too much, but you can do a little bit more with, because you've got the golden matte medium, than if you didn't. All right. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Fortnite. All right, so I think we're going to do that. I think we'll roll with that. And again, I'll varnish it so it'll be protected so none of the stuff will peel up or anything like that. I can probably, if I hit it with the heat gun, get it nice and dry. I do see one thing I want to fix though. I want to fix this little horn thing on his wing. It needs a little bit more definition because it almost looks like it's cutting off the tower there. So let's just fix that. I want to get that, like, make it look more. Let's just fix that. Those little point, I don't know what they're called. The little point, the horns, or the little spikes, I guess is what they are. There we go. Same thing for over here. Now let's get some white on there. Whoop, that's a little too much. Oh, the tiniest bit of highlight. There we go. Just a tiny bit of little spiky stuff going on his wing there. Okay. Okay, better stop. It does. Little details make the difference. Okay, so I'm going to set this one over here. Now we're going to come over here to Dawn's castle, and let's see what we can do here. So I want to do a couple different things. I'm going to do some space right in the middle and down there. All right, let me get my flat angle brush here. Okay, and then I want a little section that's going to come through here. What is it? Is that you, Oliver? You can't come up here, honey. Okay. And while I've got the black right here, let's just go ahead and do some of the touches in the wing here. Am I missing anything in chat? Just saying you like it and like the details. Yeah, okay. If you have questions, I'll put it in caps so I can see. No, baby, you can't come up here. Okay, and I think I'll do some of these turrets a little defined, more defined. The roof edges and around his horns there. Okay. Just going to put some stars down here. Need a little water in my stars. Tap, tap, tap over here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put some stars down. It's a little too thick. And then I will wipe away what I don't want. Because I got the matte medium on here, I can kind of do this. Can't take forever, but there. All right, clean up this brush. All right, now let me find a clean spot on my baby wipe, and then I can remove what I don't want. I do want a couple right in there, though. Let's just put a couple in there with the Posca. All right. Now, let's go in here with some of the tealy bits. Is that going to be gray enough? I think so. Yeah, there we go. Okay, a little bit of that blue-gray in there. Bye, Fortnite. Anybody else coming and going? Hi, Goldie. All right, let's see. I want a little bit of white in here. Gets thick, you got to start wiping your brush down if it starts getting thick, if you want little tiny areas. I think I'm going to go in here. These toenails are pretty little. I think I'm going to go in here with the Posca and just add a little highlight on those toenails. Excuse me, claws, I should say, not toenails. But whatever. What are you doing, babe? Oh, he's got up in the window. All right, let's see. Let's do that with this too. Just those little spiky bits right there. I want those real bright because we'll lose them in the castle if we're not careful. That's good right there. Some of these little spikes are really tiny. And then I'll take my black. Let me put this brush down. And get in around the eye here. Little nostril. Some of these dark areas around his spikes. Make them stand out. Some of his armor. On that leg. I hope you all have enjoyed this. I'm sure Marguerite and Dawn P did because they're for them. If y'all missed it, we did a giveaway and they got to pick which one, and I'll show y'all the book again here in a minute. And I wanted to show y'all my how I fixed up my brush tray. Janet's going to love that if you're still here, Janet. Let's give these a little spiky bit there. All right, that's pretty good. So the book that I took the castle and the Eiffel Tower out of was this new. All right, let's go ahead and back out one here. Pour Toast book, Icons of the World. I've already done a flip through twice, so y'all just go back. But they picked out the castle and the Eiffel Tower. And then the dragons are out of the Dragon Ephemera book, also by Pour Toast and Kate Curry. And they picked the dragons. So there we go. Let me hit these with the heat gun and I can go ahead and well, let me go ahead. I want to put the gold around the edge. Sometimes the varnish will dull the gold depending on which pen I use. If that's the case, I go back over it again after the varnish is dry. But let me go ahead and show it to y'all since I'm doing this. And then I will show you my the way I'm putting my brushes. I want to make sure that these are out of the cat's, I should put some of that in my desk journal too. All right, let's see here. Let's move all this out. Let me get some of the paint off my hands here as much as I can. Again, with the matte medium, it really, see, I have to peel. Janet, I got to peel, Janet. All right, so let's see here. Let's move this for a minute. Let me go ahead and make sure they're nice and dry. There's a little. Janet's been behaving today. This one's pretty dry already. Hi, Amy. Sending you a cookie, Amy. Do I need mist on this? I think I have to have a little bit of mist. We got to have a little mist. Let's mist this up a little. Hang on. Let me get a little spot on my baby wipe here and mash some mashing mist. Let's see what we can do here. We need just a little bit of mist here. I have a little mist. Maybe with a little bit of, put a little bit of Posca here. It's a little bit of this. Just gives that a little extra flavor. You know what I mean? Right? There we go. See? Doesn't it add just a little something, something? I think so. All right. All right, so now I want to fresh baby wipes before Janet faints. We tease each other, guys. Me and Janet have a thing. We're teasing each other. Y'all don't have to tease me like Janet does. I only can take so much messy criticism, and I get it from Denise and Janet. All right. You like it, Don P? Okay. So now what I want to do is let's move this paint out of the way so the cats don't get into it. And move that. And then make some room here to show you my brushes in a minute. But I want to let me find a gold pen. Which one of these gold pens is working today? This one probably. All right, and I use just different metallic. This is a Deco Color Premium. This one has a bit of a smell. Some some don't. Seems like the ones that smell are the best gold ones. So what I'll do is now is I'll take it's a chisel tip, and I'm going to go along the edge. Oh, those don't get on there. There we go. And take my time and go along the edge. And sometimes copper, silver, depending, there's a little piece of paper there. Depending on, the color. Gold is usually always good, though. So I get a little bit on the top where you can see a little rim of gold on the top. See? And then I will go along the edges. I don't need to do this right now, but I just want to show y'all. I'll go along the edge as well. So the gold will be on the edge too. But you don't have to do this before you varnish it, because I'll probably end up going along the gold again, depending on if my varnish dulls down. Sometimes the varnish dulls down the gold, depending on the pen. But I just want to show you can go all the way around on the edge too. So you have a gold edge rather than, see, just the wood edge. You'll have the gold edge. You'll have the gold edge around here. And then after I paint the back black, I'll put another gold. So it's like 3 or 4 rings of gold. Okay. But I do try to put at least, I just put a piece of gold right there. Wait a minute. Now I've got to paint that out. Let me get my paint. I just splattered it. Hang on. Let me get a little touch of the blue right there and go over that. Hang on. Oh man, I got splatters of gold. Well, we're going to have to roll with it. We got some gold splatters on there. I don't think it really matters, but we do have some gold splatters. Should I roll with it now and put more gold splatters? I don't know. Okay, well, don't shake your pen over your piece. I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it as it is. It's meant to be. All right, so now I'm going to put gold around the edge here. This does make a difference, though, at the end. It just adds that touch. But you got to be a little concentrating. Is that you, Janet? Are you messaging me? No. Okay, so there we go. We got the gold edge. Now I'm going to want to hit it with the heat gun. Make sure it's dry. Dragons like gold. Yeah. All right, hang on. Now I do want to make sure that gold is dry where it's splattered before I put varnish on it. So I might let this one sit a minute. I won't varnish that one right now because I want those gold dots to dry. Otherwise, I'll be smearing them. But this one doesn't have any gold dots on it. So let me go ahead and show you how I'll varnish it. All right. And then I'll set it on here. This one I'm just going to set aside. So this one is for Dawn P. And it's not varnished yet, but I'll show you what it looks like when I varnish this one. So I'm going to set that aside and varnish it in a little while. And so let me show you all the varnish I use. It's the Deco Art Americana Duraclear High Gloss Water-Based Indoor Outdoor. I get it at Hobby Lobby. You can get it probably other places too, wherever Americana paints are sold. All right, let me get this is a spam thing, so hang on. Let me get rid of this because it'll keep beeping if I don't. Okay. All right, so what I do, let me get as much of the paint off the tips of my fingers because I'm going to use my fingers to do this. And I know y'all, oh, I can't touch varnish. Then use if you don't want to touch the varnish, use a sponge brush. You know, the foamy, let me get one here. One of these. If you don't want to touch the varnish, use one of these because it won't leave brush marks like a brush. A paintbrush will leave brush marks. All right, so I'm trying to clean my fingers as much as I can so I don't get crusty paint chips, if you will. Not chips, but little crumbs in there. All right, so pretty good. Let's get that thumb, even though I'm not going to use my thumb. Let's get as much off as I can. Again, to get all that off, I'll have to go use fingernail polish remover. All right, so what I do, take my varnish and I put a little bunch of it, like a silver dollar for this size, and I just start going like this. And then I go right out to the edge, turn and twist, and just smooth it all the way out to the edge, all the way around. And then you can look at it in the light and see if you've missed any spots. So I'm going to do that over here. It looks like I got everything right around that edge a little bit. Okay. And it will self-level. See, so you can see a little bit of my finger marks in there. That will self-level out. Okay. So now I'll set this aside overnight. And if it needs it, I'll put another circle of gold around. But you can just kind of smooth it out. You can always put 2 coats, but make sure your first coat's 100% dry before you put another coat on. Otherwise, you're going to gum it up. You've got to make sure it's dry if you want to put 2 coats. Because otherwise, if it's not completely dry and you put another coat and you start moving your finger across it, it's going to gum up. So, yeah, just be aware. You want to make sure it's dry before you put a second coat. Okay, so let's move this. And then if y'all missed it, this was what we started out with, was this page right here. This is day 26 of my Mixed Media March 25. And I did have a brush on here. It wasn't this one, but I did have a brush on here. I photographed it with the brush. So I'll post that on Instagram here in a little while. All right, well, real quick, I will show y'all. Let me unplug my heat gun here. I will show you guys my how I redid my paintbrush setup over here. So let's see if I can do this. All right, I'm going to do 2 things. Let's see. Let me back out the camera, and then we'll head out for the day. All right, so let me adjust the camera now because I'm backed way out. Hang on. Doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. Okay, there we go. Maybe I should. All right, I think I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to take my camera off. If y'all get motion sickness, look away. I'm going to take my camera off the yardstick. Okay, I'm going to take it off the yardstick for just a minute. Let's see, I got to do it over here too. Okay, hang on. I'm going to cover it up. Close your eyes. All right, so here's my desk right here. Here's where you guys are. Here's my marker and pen build. And over here, I know my big light's going to flash out. But you see how I have wood? I have wood shelves here for all my postcards and postcard. And then there's more pens up there. Don't touch me. And then I've got my big studio light right there that flashes down right here. So this is where I work, and this is the space I have right there. And this is just a covered what do you call it, foam board with some of the vinyl wallpaper. Okay. Whoops, sorry, I'm not good at this. This is why I don't do vlogs. I don't vlog well. But anyway, so I have a yardstick hanging up right here, and then on my camera I have a gorilla arm wrap thing around. So anyway, I just wanted to show y'all these wood things here. So I have all these different wood shelf things that I keep that in. And I showed that to you because, and I'm going to hang this back up. Hang on. Okay. Let me hang this back up and let me at least clamp a little bit of the cord back up. Because what I did is I got another one of those. Let's see if I can move this without knocking my water over. I got another one of those to use for my paintbrushes. So it's a wooden, it's all divided up. See, there's dividers in between each one. And that's what I use for my postcards up there. But it's also perfect. It's also perfect for my paintbrushes and some of my tools. So here we go. This is now where I keep my most used brushes. And not all my brushes, but they're my most used brushes. Catalyst tools and scrapers and my big drafting brush. And so this is what I keep. And it's right behind my computer. And a little bit, this much of it sticks out from the behind my computer. So I can get right at this much. If I want this stuff, I've got to get up and go around behind my computer. But, so yeah. Let me carefully put it back down here without unplugging us. I think we did it. All right. So that is my new paintbrush holder. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed doing this and my discs here. One for Marguerite and one for Don P. And that's it, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank you. Yeah, you can, and those go on sale 50% off at Hobby Lobby every once a month or so. So I think I paid $12 for that wood shelf. And again, I tilt it on its side, and that's what I use up there for my postcards and stuff. They're just on their side. So thanks, Terry Brett. Thanks, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget, Devin comes on at 3. I'm not sure if Ann comes on today. And anybody else come on? Y'all want to shout yourself out? If you're here and you want to shout yourself out, feel free. You're welcome, Amy. It's always good to see you, Amy. Yeah. Tell the guys I said hi. All right. And let me click on Devin. There's Devin. She comes on at 3 Eastern. So, yeah, you're welcome, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this week's shows. You know, I had Denise on Monday, and I'm always happy to have Denise. And y'all still have till April 7th to get your scavenger hunt 2025 in with Janet. If you get at least 90 items done, then you can be eligible for the giveaway that Janet does every year. All right, guys. Oh, thanks, Judy. Oh, good to see you. Hi, Lovely. Okay, Lovely comes on Friday at 4. And let's see who else. Anybody else shouting yourself out? I don't see anybody. All right. Hi, Angie. All right, guys, y'all have a great, blessed rest of your day. Make sure you check out all my every day I'm posting another Mixed Media March from Ceri The Crafter's challenge. And we will see you all we'll be seeing you guys on Monday. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. See, that southern accent comes out every now and then. All right, guys. Bye.